No, Australia is going to be saying, listen, it's in our hands. We've got to beat South Africa and ensure that we play New Zealand, who's going to be at number 4. Because the fact is, going on the back of 3 losses into a World Cup semi-final, and that also losses like this, 119 is a huge loss. What happened against Australia on Saturday, that was a huge loss as well. So they've come on the back of some big losses against Pakistan, Australia and England, and they're going into a semi-final against a form team.
Losses is not a problem. England also has had their share of losses. They've seen a tough time in the qualifying stage, which is going to help them going forward. They've dealt with enough pressure now, in this league phase, and especially the back end of the qualification. So that's something which is going to help them go forward, and that's why Australia and India will be looking at semi-finals, saying, "Hang on." Now England will be one of the tough teams to beat in the semis, because they're coming off such good momentum and confidence. Wherein New Zealand has not been able to score 300 plus runs in the tournament so far. And that is a cause of concern. Their batting has not been coming good. They've been doing the job. They've been winning matches. They've been creating scenarios and situations where playing percentage cricket, making sure that they're collecting those 2 points. They got an easy draw as well, played the relatively easier draw up front. So that helped them. So even if they've lost momentum against the big teams at the back end of the tournament, there are some things needed to be worked upon in that camp for sure. And that's what Kane Williamson and the think tank will be thinking, okay, what are the options? What can we do? Can we do some kind of a batting order change in terms of our approach? Are we following the same kind of a brand of cricket what we've been playing so far, which is going hard up front and then consolidating in the middle overs? Or we ask Guptill to change what kind of style of play he has, maybe take more time. They've tried Henry Nicholls as well at the top. Going back to Munro maybe might be on the cards for them, and they need Lockie Ferguson as well to create that impact.
Lockie will be back in the next game. They said that they're going to rest him only in this game. But again, let's just talk about their batting for a second, because that's what they did right now. They actually have no options, right? They have no options in the top of the order.
Yeah, look, they can bring Munro back. If it's going to be a situation where there's... See, you look at that, they steadily lost wickets and they never really got going. They were a bit unlucky up front there, and I'm wondering, that LBW, Guptill was a non-striker. It was his job to turn around and say, look, that looked very high to me. And not saying that, because that went fairly high. It wasn't even an umpire's call, review, retain kind of situation. It was at least 3 to 6 inches above the bails. So that's a big call. Then you get a, leg side glance, which is picked up, which is bad luck. Then the drive, which is, those things happen to you. But the point of it is that it's not just that it's happened in this match. It's the last 3-4 matches that they've looked at. So basically, if you look at the New Zealand performance, you say they'll beat a lot of minnows. Okay, they won one good match, which I thought was a Bangladesh match, and then there were one Brathwaite shot and one England rain, basically India game rain out, which has got them here. Brathwaite hit that 6 and they are no longer here. If that match against India was not rained out, India would have, normally you'd say 70-30, it would have been India's game. The whole table would have changed.